Physics channel. Students, in this session I am going to discuss about transformer in alternating current. What is the use of transformer? Transformer is used to regulate voltage. On what principle it works? It works on the principle of mutual inductance. Now we will discuss about construction. Transformer consists of primary coil and secondary coil are insulated from each other. They are wounded over a soft iron core. Here primary coil is connected to an AC source which is called input coil and secondary coil is called output coil. Now we will discuss about working of transformer. The change in current in primary coil induces EMF in secondary coil. If you calculate induced EMF in secondary coil, then by using Faraday's law, we will get induced EMF in secondary coil, that is ES equal to, from Faraday's laws, we can write minus NS into d phi by dt, where phi means magnetic flux linked with secondary coil. So it is equation 1. The induced EMF in primary coil, if you calculate, means EP is equal to minus NP into d phi by dt. This is equation 2. If you divide 1 by 2, what you will get? Look at here. Now 1 by 2 if you do means, you will get ES by EP. ES by EP is equal to NS by NP, where NS means number of turns in secondary coil, NP means number of turns in primary coil. Instead of ES by EP, I can write VS by VP, that equal to NS by NP. VS by VP means voltage across secondary coil by voltage across primary coil. This is equation 3. Okay. Students, if I consider this transformer has 100% efficiency, then input power equal to output power. Look at here. If transformer has 100% efficiency, then input power equal to output power. Okay, so here power is constant. Look at here. Therefore P equal to constant. Instead of P, I can write in terms of voltage and current, that is V into I is equal to constant. V into I equal to constant means I can write Vs into Is is equal to Vp into Ip, that is voltage in secondary coil into current in secondary coil, that is equal to voltage in primary coil into current in primary coil. From that, what can I write? I can write Vs by Vp is equal to Ip by Is. This is equation 4. From equation 3 and 4, I can combinedly write Vs by Vp is equal to Ip by Is is equal to Ns by Np. So I got equation here. Okay. So from 3 and 4, I got Vs by Vp equal to Ip by Is equal to Ns by Np. So this equation gives the relation between voltage, current and number of turns in both secondary and primary coil. So we got the relation now. Here we have two types of transformers. One is step up transformer, another one is step down transformer. What are they? Look at here. See, in step up transformer, see there are two types of transformers. See, transformers, we have two types of transformers. One is step up, another one is step down. See, in step up transformer, number of turns in secondary coil greater than number of turns in primary coil. Look at here. Number of turns in secondary coil greater than number of turns in primary coil. And also voltage in secondary coil is greater than voltage in primary coil. Voltage in secondary coil is greater than voltage in primary coil. And current in secondary coil is less than current in primary coil. Look at here. Current in secondary coil is less than current in primary coil. Okay. Then what about step down transformer? In step down transformer, number of turns in secondary coil less than number of turns in primary coil. Look at here. Number of turns in secondary coil less than number of turns in primary coil. And voltage in secondary coil less than in voltage in primary coil. Look at here. Voltage in secondary coil less than voltage in primary coil. And current in secondary coil is greater than current in primary coil. Current in secondary coil is greater than current in primary coil. So these are the conditions for step up and step down transformer. Okay. So here usually this equation Vs by Vp equal to Ip by Is equal to Ns by Np is applicable only for ideal transformer. Here ideal transformer means input power should be equal to output power, but usually it's not happens. Why? Because there will be an energy loss. How energy will loss? Now we will discuss that. Now energy loss in transformer. How energy will loss? First one, flux leakage. Due to poor designing of core or air gap between the core, flux may leak. How we can reduce that? By winding coil one over another, we can reduce that. Second one, resistance of coil. Here, coil has resistance. Due to that, energy will loss in the form of heat. To reduce that, we have to use thick wire. Next one, eddy current. Here, the change in magnetic flux in primary coil induces eddy current in core material. To reduce that, we need to use laminated core. Because of eddy current, here heat produce. Due to that, energy will loss. So to reduce that eddy current effect, we need to use laminated core. Next one, hysteresis. See, repeatedly magnetization of core produces heat in that core. So we need to use a soft iron core which has less hysteresis loss. So that's about hysteresis. Now uses of transformer. We use transformer in induction furnaces and we use transformer as voltage regulator in TV, computer and refrigerator. A step down transformer is used for welding purpose. So that's about uses of transformer. Now I will do one numerical on transformer. Now we will do numerical. How much current is drawn by the primary coil of a transformer which steps down 220 volt to 22 volt. See here, steps down transformer, okay, has voltage 220 volt to 22 volt. To operate device with an impedance of 220 ohm. Here we need to calculate current in primary coil. Okay. First of all, it is step down transformer. In step down transformer, you know that number of turns in secondary coil less than number of turns in primary coil, and also voltage in secondary coil is less than voltage in primary coil. Look at here. It is step down transformer. So in step down transformer, you know that voltage in secondary coil less than voltage in primary coil. Therefore, voltage in secondary coil, that is 22 volt, and voltage in primary coil 220 volt. Okay. To operate device with an impedance of 220 ohm. Here impedance means resistance of the circuit, that is 220 ohm. Look at here. Z equal to, that is equal to R, 220 ohm. Then we need to calculate current in primary coil. Current in primary coil is equal to question mark. Okay. First I will calculate current in secondary coil. Look at here. Current in secondary coil is equal to voltage in secondary coil by resistance. That is voltage in secondary coil, that is 22 by resistance 220 ohm. That is equal to 22 220 10 times, you got 1 by 10 ampere. Okay, that equal to 0.1 ampere. Now I will calculate current in primary coil. For that I will take equation here, that is IP by IS is equal to Vs by Vp. We need to find current in primary coil. I will move this IS to the right side. So I will get IP is equal to Vs by Vp into IS. Vs means voltage across secondary coil, that is 22 volt, by Vp means voltage across primary coil, that is 220 volt, into IS means you got 1 by 10 or 0.1 ampere. I will take 1 by 10 here. Okay. So here 22 to 20 divides 10 times. So I got 1 by 100. 1 by 100, that equal to 0.01 ampere. So that's about numerical. So here finally we found current in primary coil. Students, with this video I have completed alternating current. Now complete playlist available in Lucky Naresh Physics channel. Whenever you want, you can revise. Playlist also available on magnetism and matter and electromagnetic induction. Students, thanks for your support on me. Don't forget to subscribe Lucky Naresh Physics channel and click the bell icon for all notifications. Thank you.